When I think about VWAP, I touch my mouse. Touch your mouse, everybody. Who knows what's going on below the desk, below the fold.
Ball underwater, I smile, I size, I scale with class. Take profit, baby, kiss my ass.
Yes, wait till you're in a safe place. Only touch your mouse in private. All right, I'll get in there with you. I'll get in there with you.
Order filled. Position open. Order filled. Position open. Order pending.
Yeah, remember, we got room to go on the range trader. We're talking about T-line here. All right, let's turn that off. Welcome to the Power Hour. It is the last hour of the trading New York session here, at least with the cash markets open. It's Thursday, May 22nd, 2025. And today I'm going to be focusing mostly on a new platform. Well, it might be new to some of you. It's been a 2-year journey for some of the rest of us. And this is called Tickblaze. Tickblaze, baby. And let me just move this up, condense it a little bit, move it up. There we go. So we have the same sort of TDG layout. Not the same, it's exactly the same. So exactly the same. Oh, let me see over here on MNQ. Looks like we got, I'm going to put in a buy stop right here to protect these profits.
Order pending. Order modified.
Trading just some Bullinocks this afternoon. A little bit of F around and find out. All right, Cat Lady Trucker. Wow, Cat Lady Trucker, a lot going on there. Yes, no need to give any of it back. You don't have to trade this afternoon. A little bit of a drift up after yesterday's rug pull. We finally had a rug pull. It was nice to finally get some two-way action. A little bit of movement to the downside. Let's not watch the NASI. We'll watch the Dow Jones here. And I'm going to move this out of the way, which is the IB results for today, which were positive. Let me see if I can figure out how to move that out of the way. Region, there we go. We're going to move that out of the way. There we go. Okay. So this is going to look very similar to anyone who's watched my stream before. Should look almost the same. We've rebuilt the charts over here in Tickblaze. Tickblaze is a desktop Windows platform. We're trying to figure out alternatives to rival NinjaTrader. Yes, there are alternatives. You got Quantower, you got Motive Wave, you got a variety of others, but we're looking for this to sort of be a little bit of a Ninja alternative. I know there's some of you that don't like Ninja to begin with, so you want to stick around to find out more about Tickblaze. Let me see. Let's close this position.
Order filled. Position closed.
You can go to tickblaze.com, but what you really want to do is make sure you download the Prop Done Right ebook. Prop Done Right. You know what I should do is when I'm on this screen, you can never get enough Prop Done Right. You know what I mean? So, I don't have that's right, whatever. Look in the description down below. Prop Done Right. You'll get on the list. Then you'll get early access to all the cool things that are going to happen with Tickblaze and yet another prop firm. Like we need other prop firms, like we need a hole in the head. Do it the right way. My current positions are just short the Dow. I'll look to cover there at that little swing and then down here at VWAP. I think I kind of want to make VWAP a little wider, so we're going to go to VWAP right here and make this a little thicker. There we go. Need that line to be a little thicker. We're already short here, so let's watch there we go. Can also target down here for a nice move.
Pending.
We are in a bear continuation pattern inside day. Means that we are above the prior session's low, but below a 233 EMA. And when we get this kind of price action in the overnight, this was about an hour and a half before the open. I actually used some of it to draw in a little bid zone here, so showing off the ability to just drawing objects pretty quick there. There's our bid zone. Probably unlikely unless we see some sort of really wacky tape bomb that we're going to drift lower at all. There are some shorts in here at the top of the +2s right up here, but you got to know that you're dealing with this air pocket right here. So right here, this air pocket, right? You got this air pocket right there. Just as a low volume node, it's easy for buyers or sellers to move through those kinds of prices.
Order filled. Order filled.
Closing a few things over here. What a do da 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 do da da da. It's a catchy tune. It is a catchy tune. Do 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 do. All right. You're reading it. Are you getting the daily emails too, where I read it back to you? The daily emails. Yes, Tickblaze is working and looking good. Working and looking good. We still have still multi-propping with Ninja over here. Took me a long time to doctor this all up for you guys again, so take a screenshot of that because it takes a long time to doctor this every day. I get crap for coming in green and then not trading in the afternoon. Sorry. We'll try to trade. If it gives us a little something to do, we'll trade. This is Ninja over here, obviously, and what you're seeing on the screen is Tickblaze. By the way, I was saying in our group this morning that I'll probably be the only guy in history to make $15,000 in each one of these $250,000 accounts. What a joke. Let's call them $7,500 accounts. So in all these $7,500 accounts, probably in the next week or so, I'll get to $15,000 in each of them. I'll probably be the only guy on the planet to ever do that trading micros. Do 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 do. When I think of VWAP, I touch myself. I touch my mouse. Sorry. Touch my mouse. Hippo's asking, how easy was it to get my indicator set up? Well, I wouldn't say easy, but here's the great news. You download Prop Done Right, you get on my list, or you also get the free Futures Fanatic Foundation course, whatever. Just find a way to stay in touch beyond just liking this video and leaving a comment if you want. Find a way to get in touch with the Futures Fanatic over there at TDG. And if you buy any of the prop accounts from the prop shop, I will give you this entire workspace. You get the whole workspace. It's literally one click load. One click load. You'll have the templates, the whole, they call it a desktop. And there's only two templates here. There's Range Trader and Stay in Your Lane. And guys and gals, they'll come over with the exact Renko settings that I use. It will look exactly like this. You don't have to install any other plugin or anything else. It'll just look exactly like this. Exactly.
Order filled. Position closed.
The prop shop will be live next week. I'm going to do a soft launch to only people on my list. So you have to have gotten the ebook or be a member or something. You don't have to be a member, but you just have to be on my email list, and you will get notification as to the prop shop. Now, some of you might be ready for the instant gladiator accounts. Some of you should not be doing that. Okay? But tried to do some things that are pretty cool. Here's the plans on the evaluation. I'm going to suggest that everybody do the evaluation unless you're pretty advanced. You'll notice there is no 150 here, but if you selected the 100, and there'll be deep discounts to this, of course. The profit objective on the hundreds is 6,000. If you buy the standard one, it's a 5,000 drawdown, so it's a little different than your total reward to risk. You can pay a teeny bit more and have 5,500, or if you want it to be 6 to 6. I don't know of anyone else who does this, so it's kind of cool. Got to pay a little bit more. Again, we'll have some really crazy launch deals. You can get 100,000. In other words, you can get a $6,000 drawdown account for a $6,000 profit objective. Here's the 250s. Now, the other thing is going to be these instants. Okay? So there'll be instant where you can buy the instant, and you can buy bundles of these too. Bundles for discounts. So you know this stuff with where you buy 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 evaluations from Apex, for instance, you have to go in and click it every single time. You'll have to do that if you buy an evaluation because each one of those is a separate rhythmic connection. But on these direct accounts, you can buy these bundles, which will be awesome. Anyway, a lot more on this later, like a lot more. So a lot more on this later. When I think of VWAP, I touch myself. I touch my mouse. All right, we're down a whopping $13 over here. I don't know if we're going to hold on. I don't know if we're going to hold on. I think that's what happens. If you mess up with a Gladiator account, it's going to go, "Are you not entertained? You lose."
Order filled.
All right. Two lot short. Let's get it in all of them and then probably just close it out if it goes much higher.
Order pending. Order filled.
Now I have plenty of risk budget. I could take it all the way up to here. Take it to the limit.
Order pending.
But I don't know if you'd want to do that.
Order filled. Position open.
When I think of VWAP, I touch my mouse. Jeremy was the first like. All right, hit those likes.
Order filled. Position open.
Isn't that what they say? It helps the YouTube algorithm. Hit those likes.
Order filled.
All right, you know what? I'm going to keep adding to this just so that we have, I have the ability to show you what to do when it goes against you.
Order
Now,
pending.
again, this is not much. Ooh, that's going to be a
synchronized.
that's going to be a 3 lot.
Order filled.
We have a 4 lot on there now. Oh, this is NQ. I was like, what is this? I shouldn't be involved in the NQ. I'm going to close this. Cancel. Close.
Order filled.
Yeah, I don't want to be...
Position closed.
let me
Position
cancel this too.
synchronized.
We're just going to hang
Order
out in the Dow.
canceled.
We're going to be all Dow all day. All right. So, here's the deal. We got a 3 lot on short there. Going to add one here.
Order pending. Order filled.
Add one here.
Order filled.
And one here.
Order pending. Order filled.
All right, there we go. Now, we're going to sit and watch this. And if we have a graceful exit opportunity to take off a little size and scalp around it, great. If it just starts ripping higher, you know what we do? What do you think we do if it just starts ripping higher? Remember, we're outside the bands, late in the day. Still a bear continuation pattern, so on any... But what do we think we do if it just starts ripping outside? Starts to make us a little nervous. Do you have to win on every trade? Do you have to let it go to target? Do you have to put a stop well above? No. I mean, I can literally do it almost here, right? Just buy the bid.
Order pending.
There we
Order
go.
filled.
Make it a 2 lot. Make it look like a 2 lot. Buy the bid here.
Order filled. Order modified. Order pending.
It's super easy. You just right click and do whatever you want to do. Trade from the chart. It's really, really easy here. Yeah, you just hit the close button. So if it keeps creeping up, you know, we had a really weak close yesterday. Today they're buying it back up. Yes, you double down donkey. That's what you do. You double down donkey. Double down donkey. Triple down turkey. Yep, you do a triple down turkey. Well, the good news is it's nothing's happening. Yeah, so this is definitely time to download another song. This is Brad, who's our trader advocate. Him and Sean are our masters of all things AI. This is like his masterpiece, right? The FOMC Rap City.
Is this the real
You ready, guys? Listen to this. Hey, Brad, you got these dumb, like, there's some image associated with this file, so it puts a green bar on here. Fix that. But here we go. The FOMC Rhapsody.
Open your charts, look up to the Fed, and see.
What is this, like cover art or something? I think it's like a piece of cover
I'm
art.
just a trader, I need no sympathy.
Can I move this? Hold on.
because I scalp real fast, flip real slow. Take my gains, let 'em grow.
Sing it.
Anyway, the price flows doesn't really matter
To me. What an epic song. Ready? Here it goes. I don't want to hear any questions about trading. Who cares? No, I'm kidding. You got any questions about what we're doing here? Wait till this epic is over. I'm going to turn it up.
Mama dropped a big old lot, had my stop set way too tight. Now I'm red and out of sight. Mama, my
Covering some of the
bills are
Dow.
all a mess. The news just
Order
hit.
filled.
My dom just lit. I cried.
Order filled.
Mama, ooh.
Order modified.
Didn't mean to chase that wicked fun, not flat again this time tomorrow. Trade on, as if nothing really matters. Too late, my feels are
Order
gone.
pending.
My platform's lagging bad.
Order
Slippage took
pending.
the gains I had. Goodbye, my edge is fried. Gotta face the truth now. I just flipped long and now I'm short. I lied. I see a little silhouette of a wick. It's a fake out. It's a fake out. Will it bounce or will it dip though? Thunderbolts and lightning. Liquidity is frightening.
Order pending.
Let it go. Jerome Powell, magnificent.
Order filled.
Jerome Powell Magnifico.
But I'm just a poor trader.
Order pending.
Nobody loves me. He's just a poor trader. No stop loss entry. Spared from the wick by this mad volatility. Scalp here, flip there.
This part's cool.
Trend, I don't care. Please don't milk my
When's the next FOMC meeting? We're going to rock this one. We're going to rock this one in the next FOMC.
island as he lets the market scream and So you think you can stop me and fill me on thin air? So you think I won't rage quit and toss out my chair? Powell can fake me out now, pal. Just gotta get flat and trade. Smart. Nothing really matters. Not the news, not the Fed. Nothing really matters if you just trade your edge.
Oh, the crowd at the end's really good.
Anyway, the price flows.
All right. Big thumbs up to our trader advocate, Brad.
Order filled.
He is here in the room or in the stream, on the stream. He creates that. It's good stuff. How many songs are we up to now? Probably hundreds. Like a lot. A lot. If we had one member for every one AI song we have, this community would be growing. That's called the FOMC Rap City, I believe is what it's called. The FOMC Rap City. The question is whether a guy that went to California schools can spell Rhapsody. That was a banger, huh? You know what's a banger is the Dow Jones going down a little bit here. See if we can hit those last two targets. We got a total of 8 contracts on across 4 accounts. SOS. Oh, no, we only have one lot here. All right, let's take this off. Oops, what's going on?
Order modified. Order filled.
Yeah,
Position closed.
over here.
Position open.
There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. Bum, 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 bum,
Order
bum,
filled.
bum, bum,
Position
bum,
closed.
bum, bum, bum. Nasdaq coming down nicely from a look at this touch here on the Nasdaq. I don't know, folks. It's almost like this stuff works. I mean, you can make it complicated if you want, but arrow right there. You know what I need to learn how to do is I need to. All right, I did save this drawing object. I don't want it as default. What did I do? Parameters, and then I think I do need to add it as a. Well, no, here's what I want to do. I want to make it like this, and then this. You can always see white against these backgrounds, right? There we go. And then I'm gonna add it to favorites. I'm going to call it Big White Arrow. It's a very original name. There it is. Now it's there. Cool. I think we just close this. Apply. Okay. Now we have a big white arrow. To point out, anyone, give me one in the chat if anyone took this cell right up here. God dang, that's good. Might as well point it out when it works. And then when it doesn't, we just hit the close button. All right. Couldn't get a real nice bounce out of the ZN today. It's still in a bear continuation pattern. Still in a bear continuation pattern. This was a perfect, nice double bottom though right here. See, boom and boom. Really nice. Ooh, I have the arrows blue over here, so I'm be consistent here. All right, suck it, Dow. Yeah, that's right. Songs are right. Songs are great. Right up until I start ruining them with my bad harmonies. Harmony, when the feeling's gone, and it's harmony. My Pilates instructor, her boyfriend is Barry Gibb in the Bee Gees show here in Vegas. He's really good. That show is actually super good. It's called the Australian Bee Gees. The only bad part about it is it's at the Excalibur. Other than that, my buddy wanted to, he was in town. He wanted to go see the Star Wars striptease. Yes, there is a striptease Star Wars theme. And I wasn't too excited about it to begin with. And then when I found out it was at the Rio, I said, no, not stepping inside the Rio. I don't even have a car that I would drive to the Rio. SOS, do, 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 do. If we were going to play one more song this session, Brad, what would you recommend? What should we play for the people to celebrate the Dow hitting our target here in just a moment? 42,001. Let's do it. Dun, 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 dun. If you're watching this stream a little later, it does really help if you hit the like button. It allows me to continue to
Order filled.
upload a lot of content to YouTube that's not necessarily structured that they can put ads in. If you watch like 18 to 20 minutes of this, they will serve an ad because they forced me to. They're like, you can't put all this content up here without something we can serve ads on. So I apologize for that. You can just, skip the ad or whatever. I guess Brad might be gone. He's not suggesting a song. Anyone from the trade community, if you want to. By the way, we just hit target there. We'll get it over here, and we'll have one lots on. Let's buy the bid.
Order pending.
One in the chat, if you are short Dow. I know some of you are. Adam, you still got some short Dow
Order
on?
filled.
Play the song from yesterday. I don't remember which I played yesterday. What did I play yesterday? Oh, Prop Done Right. I think I played Prop Done Right. We could definitely play Prop Done Right. Stealth, very good question. So there's a question if we go outside the bands and then come back in, do you sell the +2 or just the highs? You can do both, actually, which is great. It does give you another level that you can work off of. What I do when it's kind of punching up and going higher like this is I'll sell new highs plus like 20 to 25 points in the Dow. And then you also want to be referencing your higher time frame. Your ultimate short here is going to be 294s, which would be T-line. And then your next short would be 42.45s, which is, retracing all of everything before the 20-year auction drop that we had yesterday from 42.445. But the safest way when you're first learning, this is a great question, is when we get outside the bands like this. Now, this is not that far outside the bands, right? But you'll notice just the way this chart is oriented right now. Where's my arrow? Where's my big white arrow? You see the slope? So you just have to be aware of that slope. It's not ideal. The slope will start to flatten out as soon as we get a decent enough retracement, which we're getting right now. But once you start chopping around outside, yes, just wait till you get back inside the bands. So for instance, back inside the bands here, then you could put sells here. This would have been a little treacherous, right? Because we rip right back up. But all of this should be manageable with a decent risk budget. Now we come back inside here. This would be an area that I can add. And then I would add here plus, like, just make this up, plus 20 or 30 points.
Order pending.
Does that make sense? Now, I would let this go all the way back up and fill me here before it hits target, but you don't need to do that. You could run a buy stop here. The issue with running too many buy stops after you're already in a very profitable trade is you're just not going to hit those extended targets, right? This is going to be right around like a double bottom, so I'll just move this up a
Order
teeny bit.
modified.
And I think we
Order
have it.
filled.
We have
Position
it here.
closed.
Okay, there we
Position
go.
synchronized.
Oh, now that's a
Position
long.
open.
Sorry, that's a long because I closed it over there. Whoops. All right.
Order
sorry.
filled. Position closed. Position synchronized. Position open.
All right. What is it doing now?
Position synchronized. Position closed.
See, this
Order
is good.
filled. Position open.
It's freaking out a little bit. Let me close all these positions and see.
Order filled. Position closed. Position synchronized. Position open. Order filled. Position closed.
All right. Now I'm out. I'm out. But I had. I'm testing this other little thing that's running some algos and stuff here, and it farted there. It did not do the right thing. It ended up selling a couple here at 42.59s. Did some weird crap there. Sim trade options. No, there's no options. There's no options on Tickblaze as a platform because it doesn't have options chains yet. Options chains will be probably more than a year away. There's plenty of other places to trade options. You can connect to interactive brokers and you can trade the underlyings and things, but you have to do your options over there on. Did anyone get target there at this level? Target right here. Let me see if I can. Can I make this shorter? No. Come on. There we go. I want to point to that. There we go. You guys hit target? There we go. Awesome. See? We'll wait till the market on close orders come in, and then that was nice. You see what the Nasdaq did too? I got these
Order canceled.
pending orders here. I'm just going to cancel these orders. Cancel all these orders.
Order canceled.
Okay, there we go. I want to take a snapshot of this. Capture that for the boys. All right, I'll be buying the pullback to here and selling
Order
it,
pending.
selling it right here, which is basically
Order
those highs
pending.
there. Accounts. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right. Bingo on the MYM. So we came in, we made some money, made the stream worthwhile. So we had one vote for the song from yesterday, which is called Prop Done Right. So I'll play that one right when I'm going to play that one when we could also play Solid Green Ass. Solid Green Ass is a little more rocky. Definitely kind of like a emo. You guys know Solid Green Ass? Let's do a little Solid Green Ass. I'm going to do some Solid Green Ass. Let's do a little Solid Green Ass. Oh, sorry, that might be a little loud. This is Solid Green Ass, and I won't talk over it. Maybe I will. I don't know.
Woke up with the charts in my head, coffee black and my eyes blood red. Lines drawn, targets on the map. Today ain't the day for a market trap. Price hits the level, I'm ready to blast. Risk tight, profit coming fast. Momentum's hot, it's my time to ride. Stacking green candles with my trade price. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Stacking gains and I'm moving fast. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Kicked in the doors, now I'm built to last. Solid green ass, solid
Order
green
submitted.
ass. Profits high and I'm having a blast. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Rolling deep today with my solid green ass. Charts on fire, I'm locked in tight. Read the zones and the vibe feels right. Breakout clean, it's a savage scene. I'm riding waves like a money machine. Limit hits, yeah, I'm cashing that check. Back secured, no regrets on deck. Talk numbers when the bell hits close. Stack so green, it's how the story goes. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Stacking gains and I'm moving fast. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Kicked in the doors, now I'm built to last. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Profits high and I'm having a blast. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Rolling deep today with my solid green ass. From the bid to the ask, I own my lane. Every tick a win, every loss.
Just when you thought it was over.
Patience, pace, discipline's the key. But today it's all green, all eyes on me. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Stacking gains and I'm moving fast. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Kicked in the doors, now I'm built to last. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Profits high and I'm having a blast. Solid green ass, solid green ass. Rolling deep today with my solid green ass. Candles close, but I'm still on fire. Chasing dreams, stacking higher and higher. Another day, another stack of cash, feeling unstoppable with my solid green.
Come for the trading, stay for the music. There was a question about connections for Tickblaze. Currently, those are the connections up on the screen that are supported. DX, Interactive Broker, IQ Feed, Polygon. For the purposes of prop programs, it will be Rhythmic. So you'll be able to multi-prop using Rhythmic by stitching together desktops and using a Rhythmic platformless copier like ETP. So that's how it's going to be set up. So essentially, what I'm going to be doing is trading on, are you ready for this? Probably 6 to 8 different platforms. Not all here in the room, but my live stuff is always going to stay over on TT, Trading Technologies. Then for all this prop stuff with all the firms that support Tradeovate, which is about 12 to 15 firms, that's basically a closed system on Ninja, right? You can trade them obviously on Tradeovate on the web, but the easiest thing is to connect them to Ninja to multi-prop. And you'll be able to do essentially the same thing, but with Rhythmic accounts over on Tickblaze. So today I'm connected to Bullinox accounts over here just to test the Bullinox connection. Bullinox. All right, little spike up and they sold it off. No, you can connect to multiple Rhythmics. Not the way it's done at use your words, Rod, at Quant Tower. It'll be a little different. You'll just create 3 or 4 desktops and then open them up, basically minimize everything but the lead desktop that you want to use, and then you can use ETP to connect to the others. You don't have to even have the other desktops open. You can just use ETP, but you probably want to have ETP open so you can see the positions. All right, Wind Rider Trading. Well, go get the ebook down below. Let's come over to the screen over here that has the ebook on it. Download Prop Done Right. I finally pointed in the right direction. So download Prop Done Right. Get on the list. You'll be notified about Prop Shop Trader and Tickblaze, and you can use Tickblaze with all these various prop firms. Some are probably going to even offer it as a preferred platform. There's a prop called Phoenix Trader Funding. Go ZN. Go ZN. When I sing it like that, it sounds kind of like, thank you, SW Futures Trader. Thank you for the sub. Hit the like button. You know, YouTube algorithm likes that, as they say. All the cool kids are doing it. So anyway, there's the Prop Done Right ebook right over there. Grab that. You can find out all about Tickblaze. And if you're interested and end up digging what we're doing here, you're going to, ooh, look, we might get the Dow down to 41,930s. What account is this? 85s. 41. Here it comes. So VWAP is right here. You want to buy VWAP too? Man, they're really selling it off. I like it.
Order filled.
All right.
Order filled.
We're going to get filled on a few
Position
things
open.
here. There we go. We are long. We are long. We're long right here from... By the way, is anyone still short? That's a great short. They gave it all back. Finally, some weak closes. NASI all the way down to the -1s. So the NASI, nice retreat. This is the -1s right here. Big white arrow. Boom. That's the bid zone, so it's bouncing off of there. And we've got a little...
Order pending. Order canceled.
Sometimes I do this when there's a little give back.
Order filled.
This is just messing around near the end of the day.
Order pending.
You definitely don't want to be trading here if you're chasing anything. Like if you didn't have a really profitable day already, then don't mess around with this. Don't be buying the pullback to VWAP with 3 minutes left in the cash session. Just you're done, right? But if you are solid green ass like we are a solid green ass today. You can experiment a little bit and see. Now, if we go down there and get a fill at the minus ones at 865 and it starts to really rip down, then we just hit the close button. You like that voice better than Ninja? You know, you can change all the sounds. You can change the sound files in Ninja if you want. I paid this British voice actress way back in the day, this is probably 15 years ago, to create sounds for me. And my favorite one was, "There's some hustle and bustle in the rustle." That was my sound for when, instead of order filled, she would say, "There's some hustle and bustle in the rustle." Those of you who have been following me for a while know that the Russell probably owes me like $250,000. Ugh. Can you imagine just kicking myself in the nuts for over a decade and paying the $145 a month for ICE? I imagine the vast majority of people that will ever come to my channel or listen have probably been trading futures for a couple years since, or maybe since the pandemic. But if you go back as far as I do, you remember when the CME didn't own everything and the Russell was actually traded on the ICE, the Intercontinental Exchange, and you had to pay for that feed separately. I had a nice little compliment on one of my shorts where my video editor put up their advice or something, not advice, something like trade with a 30-year veteran. And a bunch of people commented, "So he's been trading since he was 10? I was like, yeah, there you go, baby. You crush the markets, you can afford good skincare. The YM is predominantly the main instrument that I'm going to be showing in the room, but there are days in which so it's all the stock indices, SW. So it's MES, MNQ, only the MNQ, not the NQ, no minis. M2K, friends don't let friends trade the Russell. The crude oil markets, MGC, and also I trade MBT here quite a bit now. What the hell happened there? There we go. Gold all over the shop today. So pretty much 6 to 8 instruments. See how this Nazi's banging around the bottom of the... Here's the Nazi over here. See this? Banging around there. I was going to try to get a short on a retest of plus ones, but that's it. We're done for the day. All right. I'm just going to hit the cancel all button and see if that does anything, which apparently it wasn't. I'm having a little issue with the algo thing that's running in the background here.
Order canceled. Order filled. Position closed.
There we go. There was a little bit of a delay. All right. Then we want to come over here, make sure we have no orders still resting, which we don't. And you got 30 seconds to ask any question, or else it'll be done for today. If you're not familiar with anything that we got going on here, another way that you can find out more about our community is to go to, not YouTube, go to tradersdevgroup.com, mess around with the website a little bit, grab yourself the ebook. Let me put a link to the ebook in here, right in the resources. There you go. All right. Also on the website, you can get access to the Futures Fanatic course. Okay. Get access to that. Check out all the great AI art that we have on there. Read through all the stuff on here. All right, that'll be it. Stay green, everybody. Trade like you mean it. If you sign up for this trial right here, you can be in there tomorrow for Fun Day Friday. where we have a good time. And then I would suggest, but remember before I use the word suggest or recommend or anything, to not eat yellow snow. Don't look with both ways before crossing the street. This is for educational purposes. I'm not providing you any advice, because if you knew the difference between good advice and bad advice, you wouldn't need any. That being said, I suggest that you do come on in and check out the trial, and then take the weekend off and not trade on Memorial Day. Yes, the futures markets are open for a little bit, but for gosh sake, you got to take some time away from the screens. Practice, though, when you need, and you can practice every day, 8:15 to 10 Central Time. It's getting a little closer to 8:30 because, I got a lot of stuff to do in the morning.